Vietnam, An Epic Tragedy, 1945 to 1975, by Max Hastings. Now, this is a sweeping history of the Vietnam War, told through high level politics and the uses of personal experiences from those who lived it is throughout. What drew me to this book so much was his use of personal accounts of what they experienced, either if they were Vietnamese or if they were American, if they were politicians or civilians. They were all covered in this book, and it went throughout. This book starts at the end of the French colonial rule in 1945, and it spans all the way to the fall of Saigon in 1975. Now, Hastings does a fantastic job of examining just how misjudgment, political failure, human endurance helped shape this conflict. Drawing on voices from American soldiers, Vietnamese soldiers, refugees, political leaders on both sides, he portrays this tragedy without any clear winners. And it's one of those wars that left a pretty big mark on Vietnam, the United States, and honestly, those who lived there. Now, for me, that's personal because I have an uncle who died in Vietnam. He died in November of 1969. The personal accounts in this book are fantastic, and one of those is where Hastings talks about American soldiers writing letters home, and by the time those letters got home, the authors of those letters had passed away, and then the families were being notified of their passing. I can't imagine what my grandparents went through when they received those letters and eventually the notification of his death. So for me, Vietnam was kind of personal, and it's not something that my family talked about. And so for me, I have to learn it through a book. I have to learn it through documentaries. And if you want to learn about Vietnam, even though this is very daunting, and I'm sure there's books that are smaller and they talk about different pieces of the war, this is one of the most comprehensive books that you're going to find on the Vietnam War.